Sitting in my long, thin kitchen after 3-time gig tonight, the excitement taking long walks after dark, ran into Indrit Slaughter, pleasant surprise, was emerging from teenagerhood last time I saw him, now he's clearly a man. Indo, the co-host, calls him. I meet this girl who dissects bodies from Florida and Raleigh, North Carolina. She says they dig fat out of people's cavities and it explodes in their hands. She cut a spine from a head with bolt cutter-like shears. August 16th, flop era. Pretzel swims. I saw Philip Whalen at Trader Joe's. Who gave you your hors d'oeuvres falling from the sky, going public? Used to call QFM 90 Sticks, because they played Sticks all the time. $8.17, Roboto. Where there's smoke, there's fire. $8.19, 1 minute till the F train a day later. Lapping Owen Gray's perineum, he looks like Henry Flower. Women like him because he's tall and has scars, like tattoos or disadvantage. Give my regards to Broadway Lafayette, riding through New York in our 20s. Something you can't give up enough because everything else is too real. Riding to dinner, riding to gig, officiating the ceremony and acting as event producer. I'm on my own and I like it. Always have. Coming into. Run into Annabelle Lee, corner Greenwich Avenue, and Christopher. She's on her way to dinner with a painter I can't recall who offhand. They get together once a week. She says she enthusiastically likes my chapbooks I gave her. Says she's been revisiting them from time to time. She says this in front of Hannah so I don't have to. She once stayed in the apartment in Kinward Elmsley's townhouse just down the avenue from where we were currently standing. Moved in right after Louis Warsh moved out. I was reading about it in Piece of Cake just earlier that day, researching eviction protection. It's 5 a.m. in cold anger, so I know I have options. 5 stops to go. The next scene is in East New York. Monthly rents travel like a fuse burning on a pack of dynamite. King Koopa backpack transferring to A train. I hate all my good poems are on trains. I hate the subway as a desk. I've paid my dues, but on what bill? Punished William Pedlow likes my stuff, asked me to submit to the Burning Palace. Gen Z, also fans of my poetry. People have been liking my stuff at readings, though I have no confidence in anything I do, although secretly and personally I think it's mostly right and pretty unique and great. Bergen, Carroll, Smith and Ninth, no backup plan. Hannah's thinking of doing a fully funded MFA. which he thinks I'll be judgmental of, though I've been thinking about it as well. No one pays attention to you if you don't have an MFA. There's no future without one. Feels like a verified club, and you are not in it. Scented lotions. Addict behavior. Marijuana paranoia. I do have a lot of mouths. Scented lotions, books of matches, empty Ridgies or Ruffles. Kill your landlord. Light a match. Go shopping in Soho for candles and boots. Poets get famous at 60, like tossed salad, key of C, 24-hour notebook people, chop talk soup. Wisconsin, land of 13,000 lakes, but they don't want you to know about it. I got sick in a hotel by the grassy knoll of the license plate. Can't read the signals. Have to call my mom tomorrow. Linen folded over onto itself into a box, 3 blocks from here. She's even more sensitive than I am. Shut down on Thursday. Barely get through. Don't do everything. Unsupported by height. Need a dose of Central Park. Leave well enough alone, waiting for Ultra Tracker to buzz. Janie, hang up the phone. Can just sit here and watch TV on the side of a building, face a raring to go. Schnipper's hooked it the fuck up. Create a retreat center where now you are warmer, and then you focus on that vision. Need more paper, which then you bring together. Still fullness, full stillness. Believe that you already have it. .820 platoon. Chicago, Russia. First wedding sneer, Leo Sphinx, HUD curse, star things, far be it from me, hairpiece. He might act taking credit for nothing. The best thing he ever did, never heard of it, far as you know. Then I hired him, 1 year, 10 in the old bones. Maker's Mark, I'll set you up. Organic quality insurance. Do not paint when they hold a gun to your head. Bob Hope Christmas special, catch me at Dimes. This is my home. Weird sound gonna catch me on the air. Clean up that line. I've been to therapy is the new 6'4". Shad Row going on praycation. Have to answer for Salazzo. Add to your good karma. Giving to beggars. Do everything last minute. Does it work in life? Crashing every few years. Pissing on the bridges. Boiling plastic tires. Jaws of life pry bars. Never been a harder time to pay for living. George Bellows polo horses, field and sky, doing the things we want to do. Gilding the 8-timer, bounding a cigarette. Pure funny, sitting around, sweating, hot in a dirty undershirt. Doing laundry in the bathtub. The corners of vowels embody the buildings. Making prank calls. A brain system of replications. Come crawling back on likes. Door creaks when you see Chevy Chase in California. Is it the Palisades? Could Havoc have answered the phone? Whose house is it? He has 3 daughters. Get off the phone. Fast receipt, due date delivery, sweet days of impact. He turned on his wife because of his deferred anger towards you. Chris Rock says nobody's listening to that shit. Paying last respects to keep this extremely confidential. They're making final preparations. Poison hemp, harmful product. Talk to my people at drop-off point. Curbside latex paint. Compact fluorescent bulbs, automotive benefits, syringes and lancets, Apple the security, flammable electronic solvent, residential waste will be accepted. Could have been interpreted as unloan. Falling down a flight of stairs. Who deserves it? French poor, keep away. Here's what happened according to me. Pitfall's insane. No one expects to be called. Wants his stick back. Took a left turn at the DA. Had to hear the beginning, a middle, then an ending. Love vacation, the big payback, fading into the past. Walking around with a tape recorder, babbling stories into the city. My legs are tired.
Gas rising high, when all you can do is hold fast as the sand slips through fumbling fingers. Luck is nothing more, nothing less, and slowly running out. But hope takes on.
Yeah.
I meant to tell you now, I remember my last time. It was 2000 and something or other. I just had a raging panic attack on the Eiffel Tower, as you do. And upon waking from my Xanax coma, they took me for pizza in Montparnasse, then to a place called Le Bowling. It hit like backward jazz, like tin foil, everything spinning round anti-clockwise until the 6th or 7th drink kicked in and I woke up swimming in a fountain. The point is, I was happy then. It came in waves, and it still does now. I was happy tonight, you should know. In those moments, lost in your gaze, the viscous color of your voice, that familiar Parisian sound of the collision of maple and resin, or maybe it was just literally being in someone else's shoes. But I was actually happy.
Description chants. Is this where the bully is challenged? Penny's heads up. I'm from the Daily News, Herald Tribune, the Times. There's always one you like more. To talk back and then be a stutterer. Don't give away your disguise. Ventriloquists on the radio. Lives in the same sphere. Smoke shop 7th Avenue in the 30s. Would you like me to put your dentist into a higher tax bracket? In her BF's arms by the shelves at the reading, triple whammy night. This guy sounds like me, she sounds like me, after the discs. I rig the cameraman. Talk about it on the air. Overdue for a video diary. I set the shot up from the wrong angle. The hat looked great, flopping around on the floor, speaking in tongues, hanging out with people from work. I used a ladder in this room before, plugged into an isotope socket. Onset of nervous breakdown limelight. Court proceedings are in the offing. Looks like got my hair cut at the hospital. You started it with Larry King. The kids were sick, let's not fight about that. Earned gaze, those were the best odds. An all-important genre, oversaturated slope. The decades change and so do our attitudes. No place I'd rather be. Too real moment. Knew they'd bring no people. A good movie makes you feel something. I didn't think you'd call. Let's clear the air. Let's clear the air. No idea how apostrophes work. Need a day off or two to decompress. Maintaining balance over the crowd. I recognize her with my glasses off. It's easier to be alone. We were shooting in Astoria, really going through it. Middle finger bruised, wrist burn. Used the wrong song, which tilted whole year. Avoiding friends of the past. Some other woman taking care of him. Dracula's 3 wives. Schnippers is the best hangover food, but I stopped drinking before I puked on stage. They sounded like total shit. My oldest friends in the business. When we were young, what was worth revisiting? World News Report. Fox always does that. $2.75 each way, Metropolitan Transit Authority. $40 finder's fee. Goes back to me. Take cover. Bruised knees, apology message. Poison the well, walls closing in. The undifferentiated fullness of the moment. Out of everything arrives a fullness. Stunned by mosquitoes, not aware of the peripheral wealth. You are this consciousness. It was pretty important chode move. Got taken over completely, impresent. Conditioned by the past at the moment of thought. Normal anomaly in this world. One obsessive thought has all the answers. They tell me I'm a piano player. Tomorrow's my mom's birthday. Oh God, I have to call her. Back in the country. My days were numbered before they began. Oh, that's right, I was going to write to this footage. Visualize the objective. It's too late now. Anxiety rising. I'll never be able to afford to live where I love, and no one will know about it. Have a hot party at the hotel down the street. Curating the moon. I want a little kitty. No one loves this place as good as me. Crossing the Ed Koch Bridge on foot. This applies to other subjects as well. The only pictures I'm not in. Must have some access to teachers. I'm a splinter in this city. 'Cause somebody has to be. Everything should be a fountain for that. Fake money. Have to see it in person. Open fields of desert. Can't get out of your backyard. We can always take the money. Creations of noise. Nighttime anywhere you are. Sedatives looking outside. A thundercloud in the book garage. Ultimately, there's trees perhaps. Reading the same rings from 2017. I love the weather. Sometimes it doesn't change for several days. Every eye is a new painting, made by natural things. Most of them seen by the city. Golf clap.
Era lo que yo no quería regresar, porque la otra opción que me dan es como no regresas como associate y te promovemos rápido, pero eso te promovemos.
Wow, so these are, this is funny money.
Can you get a close-up so you can actually see that the serial numbers are identical?
Yes, all the serial numbers are the same here. 284B. It looks like it was printed on a fucking inkjet printer.
So the other thing that I learned is, you see these X's in the corner?
Yeah.
This is what I made with,
Right, that's
with the money
pen.
twister pen.
Right.
So on a real bill...
Yeah, it's clear.
No, it's not clear. It's yellow.
Okay,
it's like translucent,
right. Yeah,
but
right.
it disappears.
Right,
It fades away.
right.
On fake money, this shit's permanent.
Right.
So I can't even pass these shits
Right.
off to anybody now because I just permanently marked the fucking fake money. Not that I would do some
Right.
stuff.
Yeah,
shit
exactly.
Like that. I was talking to my boy about this, and he was like, "Yo, how did you make it home with these? You didn't spend these on pizza or some shit yet?" And I was like,
Right,
Who
exactly.
Does that, you
Where
low
can-
life? The fuck is wrong with you? He's like, "What are you gonna do with them? Keep
Where
them as a
can-
souvenir?"
where can you
Actually,
unload
at the
these
day, I'm gonna
things?
Keep them as a souvenir.
Yeah, exactly.
But after I got on the phone, and they're like, "Yo, my bad. You know, that's unacceptable. We didn't know they were there." I'm like, "Yeah, whatever." They were like, "Yo, don't worry. We're gonna make it right. We're gonna make it. Hey, just give me. You owe me $70 on the next one." You know what I'm saying? Before we do anything, you owe me $70.
Yeah, exactly. Whoops. Did they know that it was?
They said they didn't know, but I don't believe them.
Yeah.
But doesn't matter because they did the right shit. As soon as I notified them about it, they responded with the right attitude.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
Now,
you're
hopefully
right.
you follow through and do the right thing
Right.
when you want more. But
Right. Yeah.
all right, well, I pulled all this shit
This
out
is the
for a
money
reason.
pen.
I'll put on music and then you get into it. No, I have
This
my
is
own
fake
taste of
money. This is That's not real money.
That's a new fucking crack addict.
Yeah, I haven't.
Way too cute to be out here. What is happening right now? What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah.
Trying to rich old dude, what are you doing right now?
Yeah, I know.
What time is it, Brandon?
It's like 8:30, I think.
Okay.
Around 8:30.
Text me the name of the band, or if you guys have a YouTube page, text me the link.
Okay, yeah. All right, sick. Yeah, I'll send you my YouTube link.
We're making random videos from memories.
Well, okay.
I did cocaine yesterday, and that shit, like it's I mean,
Yeah.
thank you. And it was, oh, you were there. You were fucking, yeah. Dude, tell me if this is true. Like I was sober. I pulled out like a bag from like a week before, and I pulled out a bag, and I was sober. I was, does anybody want to do this? And Luke was like, yeah, I'll do some if you do some. And I was like, all right. And I got out a key and I did it. And I was like, here, and I gave it to Luke, and he was like, oh no, I didn't mean right now.
I raise a hand for the crowd because you just finger blasted us with no consent. And it was child molestation. And, oh my goodness, you fucking people, you just make it so easy for me. I was walking to work. I work brunch today, which is why I'm so fucking keyed up. So
First parade, it camouflages and it hides on the ocean floor, and it waits for a fish to pass by, and then it strikes. Then it goes right back down to camouflage. Doesn't waste any energy. I think that's pretty cool. You might say, oh, that's just nature. That's what they do. That's just a fish in the sea. Well,
I wanna lay down and crawl into some hole inside, give up the fight, some stop it, must be silver lining, must be silver lining.
Asked, 5 words sweet as raspberry jam on my tongue. Nerves dark chocolate bitter. You said yes so many times the word lost its meaning. Said yes, yes, yes so many times the word floated up to your ceiling in a heart-shaped balloon. Remember when we became girlfriend and girlfriend?
You? They're lined with copper rings of decay, and their opalescence that I knew went no longer blue, nor gray, nor green, but dull decay. I raised my brow when you raised your hand, the only movement left in you. How now your knees are wider than your thighs bend, and clenched your items up. But no voice came with you. But the water briefly shocks. Dive under the waves so they don't carry you. I bob under one, then another. Hair drenches. Never put your back to the ocean. I swim out until I no longer feel the ground.
Too feeble to cradle my heart. I have a secret love who comes up from behind. He hands me the phone. Call room service, please. We need to begin again.
Sitting in a pond, taking up space. Thank you. This one's called The Purchasing of No More Smoking Signs.
My body is not a temple. It's a house composed of small rooms with tiny fires burning everywhere. The first items to ignite were the crystals.
Legal trouble. Your mind is somewhere else. You're walking on. You're not really there. This doesn't help you much. Achieve specific bird watching. There's a place for doing elements. That's my bathtub and coffee table, evened out with detour. Quiet perception of nature. An alertness arises. Whatever it is that surrounds you is there. Connecting with nature at a deeper level. They're clawed with beauty. Take in the totality in a visual scene. 3 plump, juicy tenders, a series of climaxes. Taking water, for example. Endless traits grow under the oak trees.
It's against the rules and very dangerous to ride or walk between train cars unless it's an emergency or if you're directed to by a police officer or MTA crew member. Have a safe day and thank you for riding with us.
There's my coffee table right there. That's my coffee table. I'm gonna get some lights up. 8/21 SummerSlam. Throat trees. Abortion is for lovers. Ray Liotta's face and eyes. You were on the phone the whole time. Saw her going by Planet Taco through the window. The little Ivies add whatever you want to the cup. You can just cheat it. Don't text anybody back. You can hold the fox once you get another. Band practice. Mistransit happens. Throwing time away with both hands on the golden clock. Kirschbaum says I'm too smart to be famous, and she knows more famous people than anyone I've ever met. Christodora been going to Otto's Shrunken Head constantly. Studio relations sitting in my storage place. Gotta start drinking right now. I tried selling it. It's like a black oyster belt, super invented rice. Animals are not made of stone except in my backyard. You're failing your assigned task. Feel like I'm a C student at life. Hannah says I remind her of Catcher in the Rye. She wakes up early for her plane and asks to borrow Seymour an introduction and raise high the roof beam carpenters. But I, not being in a good mood, say no. Telling the truth can be a bad idea. Telling the truth can be a difficult problem. Telling the truth. Tell.
Your mind tapping away, you know. This is that kind of thing we're doing here. Now, you're gonna come in, you're gonna come out, you know. You're gonna watch some acts, you're gonna leave. Other hands in we're still around. When the tide is low again, we'll all stand fall in the sea. If I'm not there yet.
Adult acne. I know things are bad right now, and I'm here to make them even worse for you by absolutely fucking your shit up. Listen, you can't be happy to see me. This last few months have been filled with unprecedented stressful events. Wine or liquor store. So we NYC residents, because who cares about the rest of the state really, are truly losing a unique fixture in our culture. Located between NYU's athletic facility and an actual Trader Joe's, this emporium of under $8 bottles of wine was a revered establishment by many. Where else in NYC could you win over a date with a bouquet of flowers, some dark chocolate peanut butter cups, and a bottle of rosé for under $20? Many other places, but not as conveniently located as the wine store once was. For those other two items, you technically had to go next door to the actual.
Guys got Garfield soap. That is Garfield soap right there, ladies and gentlemen.
Started seeing a new therapist. She told me I need to cut certain people out of my life, be more picky with who I interact with socially. So I decided it'd probably be best to broad strokes, make some general rules, pull out everybody that doesn't fit in. So the first things that I thought would be like,
can you be a reference? And I was like, are you gonna be a yoga teacher? Like what? Yeah, so that.
Live on tape from Hollywood. And embraces the